guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. Shazam! Got a pair for you today. One is a pretty good one. We'll be watching this one. It's good news, but we'll be watching it now probably for at least a year, but it came out this week. But it's good news from the FPC and folks up north. Go figure. And also, we got one that is a big fat and I shouldn't be surprised at this point because like we knew some of this stuff was coming. I didn't know it was this bad. And like it's coming, the hits keep coming from every side. Like it's coming from all sides. So something that you need to be aware of. By the end of today's video, you'll know about both of these. You'll be up to date and you'll probably have a strong opinion on the second one. It ain't good. Buckle up. Here we go. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by my friends over at the USCCA. Pop quiz. What's the best ammo on the market right now? And what about the best real firearms drills for self-defense? Now, guys, if you carry a gun and you don't have immediate answers to these, you could be in danger. Being well-trained is an essential part of being a gun owner, both for your safety physically and legally. Click below right now to claim a free resource from the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. That's the USCCA. It covers all of this in that resource. It's called the Complete Concealed Carry Guide, and it's basically an encyclopedia for gun owners. It's packed full of information about gear, guns, calibers, training, gun laws, and so much more. Claim yours for free if you will click right down below. Big thank you to my friends at the USCCA. Fantastic folks, and thank you to them for sponsoring that. And to each of y'all, thank you for every thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. Y'all absolutely rock. I'm fumbling a little bit because I did that ad read with my laptop. Just letting you know what's going on in my lap. Thank y'all. All right, we got two today. First one is taking place up in Cook County. The reason I know where Cook County is, that's Chicago, but it's because of the movie The Fugitive. Remember that? I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Cook County, a new lawsuit has been filed by the FPC Viramontes versus Cook County. And they are challenging Cook County's unconstitutional assault W ban. And it's a good one. Now, this is one of the things that the FPC is really, really good at right now. They are doing lawsuits like this in dozens, literally dozens of places. We've talked about Maryland, we've talked about California, and now we're talking about Illinois. But there's dozens of these going on right now, and that's really, really good news. Like I opened with, we're going to be watching this. It'll take a lot of time. But it's a whopper, and you know, it's one of the reasons that this channel and us together, we do sponsor the FPC, and there's a lot of y'all that have put your money in that with me. So I support them, and I think it's good. They're not the end-all be-all, but they're doing really, really, really good work. So that is my big thumbs up for today. Let's go the other direction. Now, it depends on, this just came out this morning, but it depends on which news source you read this in. You're going to hear a couple different directions. But this came out, and every now and then I'll do say something positive about the NRA-ILA. That's their Institute for Legislative Action. That's the branch of the NRA that's doing a pretty good job. They somehow got a hold of the transcripts from this, but it looks like the State Department under Biden administration today said that Biden is going to be, his administration, his handlers are going to be trying to bring back the arms trade treaty, which sounds really cool. Sounds like we're going to get to trade some arms. No, not so much. It's the opposite of that. It's more like a arms ban treaty. But the Biden administration is committed to bringing back the arms trade treaty. And it's not good. It's essentially a bunch of globalism nonsense to stop any sort of trade and any of the things that gets the cool stuff. Like I showed y'all yesterday, that Draco. No, I didn't. It's in the floor. I showed the Patreon folks this yesterday. I didn't show y'all this. That was not planned. It's just me being me. This is from Romania. Somebody had to bring this in. And I showed the Patreon folks that last night, so it was sitting in the floor right there. But for people that bring stuff in, it sounds great. The Arms Trade Treaty would stop a whole lot of stuff. Now, some of the reports are only focusing on that, and that's bad enough as is. The other part of this that's not getting talked about by everybody, Mr. Guns and Gear talked about it today, but it's a Washington Examiner did a pretty good job on it. It's also another part. It's not the Arms Trade Treaty. It's the Conventional Arms Transfer Policy. They call it the CAT, C-A-T, Conventional Arms Transfer, the CAT policy. And it's essentially it's part of the United Nations. If it has the word UN attached to it, it's not good. No, go away. It's globalism nonsense. And that's what this administration loves doing, is just bowing to the internationalists. It's a bunch of nonsense. But it's a global registry of all of these globally. And it's essentially any overseas guns that come in, they would be tracked and American citizens would be put on a list. Something interesting, 2 years ago, Trump pulled us out of that in 2019, and now Biden is trying to put us back in. So all that's being watched very carefully by the NRA-ILA. It's essentially you'll be U.S. citizens being put on an international list for 10 years for every one of these, and that's not good. A lot of brands right now that we all love, like CZ, and I mean, it's a bunch of them, the Beretta and Benelli, and things that I really, really enjoy. And IWI, a bunch of them. But we'd be on an international registry, which would be news to the ears of any progressives and morons in D.C. Now, here's what's almost laughable. The NRA said they're on it, and they're going to fight it for us. And that's hilarious. I shouldn't be an open with this, surprised at this point, but it's not good. And once again, I do feel like the hits are coming from so many different sides. They're committed. The question is, are we? To anyone that is against us or our rights to own whatever sort of Glock magazine, sort of fun nonsense that we would like to. Yep, from my cold, dead hands. See you tomorrow. Bye.